Big bank, take little bank. Big bank, take little bank.
Back again, back to back, made back, stacked it. I'm a Slim Shady, the M. Once he black, he'll be back again. Tell him that it's crunch time abdomen. Yes, I caught Mad Chanel and Mad Javin. She did it again, imagine them. About to make these bums mad again. Back to them. I lead the pack, so my back's to them. Yup, the queen's back, what's happening? Rerun, about to make these rap again. Diamond chains on my ankle. Young money in the cut like a tail tip, rubber bands on my bankroll. Show my like a
big bank, take little bank. Big bank, take little bank. Type of money you gon' need to say. The type of money you gon' need to buy. From the hood, this type of money make you stay away. Type of money gon' let you. Big bank, take little bank. Big bank, take little bank.
I sound it.
Okay, I'm back to school, you. This is open campus. This is, I should slap it open-handed. Tough life, I told the model she need lower standards. Asked her if she had a twin, I feel like Joey Tanner. Big spender, Kris Jenner, I promote the family. Kardashian, see the benzo, she like, oh, it's happening. Think she called me, cause she never knew her daddy. And my all black, Rhythm Nation, Janet, boy, don't make me Jackson. Bodily, was underground. Frontin' like a ride with the mob. Why shouldn't I charge me, myself, and I? Play the odds, a yes man is just a bobblehead doll. Holler them all. Strutting like Pac out the court, hop out the Porsche. Shake that, got that on menu, the a la carte. Boy, I had to make my point about this wave. Watch for the sharks bounce. I gave it up and talking Cuban links. Tell her ain't no weak link in my Cuban link. Only like my age. We was gangin' since the platinum FUBU days. I got dreams of being Hova out your movie, yay. Listen, babe, so good you'll think I'm cool with yay. Okay, my diamonds dancing, I could Lisa Ray. Life is hard, but it's easy being truthful, baby. For real, overload. This is like I got like my pinky. Money, baby, we don't pay, but ain't ours. Bet it back, I bet I match it like the same style. Chopsticks for beef, from shutting PF chains down. I gave you prophecy, my first one, then you lamed down. Luckily, sold, but it wasn't for me. Still the flow raw, peep the way I bubble in these streets. Who can with me?
Nikki, baby.
Go.
Hey. Okay. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pulling card like Uno. Flip like judo. You act too kudo. You and her no chance, you go. Pocket too big, they sumo. 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 Pull card like Uno. Flip like judo. You act too kudo. You and her no chance, you go. Pocket too big, they sumo. 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 Tell me who the hottest that you know. If it ain't me, you Curry get the flame calling Prince Zuko. Swimming through the money like a flounder. Hold up. I just want the knowledge and the power. Hold up. Why the looking at me sour? Eat it like chowder. Rada. Never gave a about a dollar. More money mean more problems. Pray for me to fall like autumn. Cause I got it on my own with no help, man. Gotta stand it, that's it, in myself, man. They need a new hope. Deal of a new. Giving out like Shaq at the free throw. Anybody wanna be E.T.? Man, y'all can't see me. Out of my league, you pee-wee. Pocket too big, Rakishi. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pulling hard like Uno. Flip like judo. You act too kudo. You and her, no chance, you go. Pocket too big, they sumo. 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 Pull hard like Uno. Flip like judo. You act too kudo. You and her, no chance, you go. Pocket too big, they sumo. 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 Money doubles up like a duo. I just want the yen and the euro. The game up and leave my kids like judo. Money come around like a Hoover. Making free bands in the future. Pockets on the look super. Bills on me blue slot Cooper. Money on my mind just like a tumor. Spread my money out and then I call that a rumor. Curry the is on the move, no Uber. People try to block it, shine like lunar. Eclipse when I take all my chips. When I pop off the like hummus, see them. Echo back with the I'ma flip. Money flow like a battleship. Diddy the new hope. Deal of a new. Giving out like Shaq at the free throw. Anybody wanna be E.T.? Man, y'all can't see me. Out of my league, you pee-wee. Pocket too big, Rakishi. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pulling hard like Uno. Flip like judo. You act too kudo. You and her, no chance, you go. Pocket too big, they sumo. 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 Pull hard like Uno. Flip like judo. You act too kudo. You and her, no chance, you go. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pocket too big, they sumo.
Look, I defeated my fears, soaked a towel in my tears. So ahead of my time, what comes next are all my oldest ideas. I'm wiser than my chin check y'all in y'all beard. I'm willing to father my peers, all of my peers for all of my years. Out in the field, take a look at my shoes. Never had a thought that it might lose. Considering the cost, had to give them my dues. Never got a talk to it like you. I've been feeling like a king for months. We eat all the rich cuisine for lunch. All these wishing he was done. Oh, you tried it, that's a piece of gum. Now, look at me, I'm the captain now. I'm recruiting this year. I be praying for y'all while I'm praying for y'all. Like a lot of abusing this deer. I hate to do it with no plans. Now I usually get near. Oh, I ex her man. Cause I'm the mutant in here. We look good, just show us where the camera. Years ago, I had to up my standards. Make your missus Alabama. Turn it to my only private. Swear like she don't got the answers. Who's the boss? I feel like Tony Danza. Walk up in there like I got the swag. What kind of swagger? I'm the blackest panther. Wakanda. Y'all are wasting your time. I spend it, but I ain't wasting a dime. Might do some favors, but I ain't breaking my spine. Your girl has been calling for days. I get in all different ways. That New Orleans parades. Yeah, we like, none of my people are patient. We look like we on a vacation. Get no invitation. Y'all all with it and y'all talk a lot, but y'all ain't got the heart to do the mission. I'm hard-headed like the juggernaut, but there ain't nothing I can do to listen. I'm authentic and I walk around like I just ate, but let you do the dishes. I'm Clark Kent, but mix the Autobots and mix with everything that you've been missing. Please get back and don't get that involved. Freaking sick, I need a padded walls. I'm the king, heavy crown, heavy rain, cat and dogs. Homie with me if you're asking for it. There ain't much that he be asking for. He just wanna have a paddock on with a watch face with little dragon balls. Look, you don't need me either. All I need is this. No coca ice, and I get oh so polite. You be the man of your city, I'll be the man of my country. You could be the man of your city, I'ma be the man of my country. Your girl has been calling for days. I get it in all different ways. New Orleans parades, yeah, we like. None of my people are patient. We look like we on a vacation. Get no invitation, yeah, we like. Your girl has been calling for days. I get it in all different ways. Yeah, I'm like, none of my patient. We look like we on a vacation.
shit when you're 30,000 feet up, what you think of? Oh, I hated knowing that my thoughts would turn to dream, cause I never knew I'd get my chance to link up. Oh, I tell you all of this unusual to me. Swear I came from the bottom, flappers living, walking dead on. Put a hash on, big for the cheese and you're dead wrong. Propaganda set the standards in the tear down.
Throw it back, yeah, I'm born to. It's dark and it's hot, so leave me where I'm at. I'm living how I want now. No reason to look doubt, it's clear to see. All eyes on me, 400 degrees. Who am I? Ruthless, easy, does it. In public, hated or love it. The underdogs with liquor swabs. It was written in my diary to start a war. I'm feeling infamous, immortal with my technique. A revolutionary shining with diamond teeth. Young Don Cartagena, excuse my demeanor. This the glamour life, you still not a player. You ain't half as nice. I'm born again, life after death. I made the sacrifice, I'm super duper fly. Juicy, keep them hypnotized. I said my name is Juice, America's most. Ain't no half stepping, see you at the crossroads.
Money over on my headstone. Here lies them getting paid for. Never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. I be gang 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the headstone. Too late, you already lived. It was written in the children's story. Their life's up, so what you want? Every day I struggle with it. Only God could jump me slipping. I'm infinitely big through the genesis. Dead presidents, drop a gem on them. On earth, these the last days. Throw your get money, quiet storm. Have it thoughts. For the cream, renegade. For the money, only green is the. I'm a player on the late night tips. So these the prototype. Fingertips, reservoir dog to the skull. Ignorant. Can I live? Still film it. Kiss to death and protect your neck. 3 boys in the Cadillac. Grave digger, kiss to death and protect your neck. Shame on the 3 boys in the Cadillac. Grave digger. Money over on my headstone. Here lies young, getting paid for. Never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. I be gang 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the headstone. Too late, you already lived. Right now I'm on the edge, so don't push me. Troublesome to 96. You a shook one, breathe easy, know the ledge. I'm your, what's that? Run, hi, my name is Dirk Cobain. Like a, here I go to the next episode. Ain't no damn this explosive Beast Coast. Yeah. The mother ride or die for money, strictly for money. Survival of the fittest. That's the sound of the police. I'm in deep cover earth, skirt, lean back. Give me one more chance. They say Jesus walks and the devil wear Prada, but I'm so deaf. God can't tell me nothing. Right this on my death certificate. I gave you power. 21 questions like who? The warning. Watch them flashing like paparazzi. 2 words. Get money. Tonight's the night. Guess who's back on my block? Rather unique. Bucktown. This. On that quiet storm, T-O-N-Y, top of New York, with a pitchfork.
Honorable C notes.
Yeah.
Buddha
Yeah.
blesses me.
Yeah. Superstars out. Brand new cars. We by the bar now. Swaying doors now.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the New York Jets. No more training camp, no more exhibitions. The 2018 NFL season on EA Sports is underway. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And some room to work. Johnson jostles free and able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, Johnson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Kerry Hyder in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their 2nd down call is going to look like now.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. To throw is Darnold. Got an open man. It's a noon one. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold found his target. It's Anderson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first catch there. Good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
Sometimes it seems like a tough world out there. Many thought Sam Darnold would go number 1 overall to the Browns, and he fell to number 3 to the New York Jets. I think he fell to a great situation. He gets to go to New York with a rebuilding team, take over the job right then and there. And while many were expecting Broadway Baker Mayfield, instead they got sudden Sam Darnold, and I think the Jets fans are going to be very happy to have him.
Watching now, Barney.
Now a first carry for the former Cleveland Brown, Isaiah Crowell. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, You're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Blue 90! Detroit! Detroit!
They go play action here on first down. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
So that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. The pitch to Crowell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. A bullet throw, but incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Here we go. Let it go here.
A first carry for Amir Abdullah. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
That definitely sets up a much more difficult 3rd down.
Yeah, you figure 2nd and 2, one they thought they could pick up. Now you're facing 3rd and 4.
Yeah, got to give the front 7 a lot of credit for making that play. I'm just starting to wonder, partner, is 2nd and short also a throwing down in the NFL now?
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And Tate's got it. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. Give him 30 yards there. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know they're going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
That goes for a gain of 31. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. Throw the left side, taken in by Galladay. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Now a carry for Blunt. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
We're rolling.
To throw on second down is Stafford. Throw left side complete. That's Powell. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. The Lions into the red zone for the first time. They've got a first and goal from the 10-yard line. Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Now it's Stafford. He hits Riddick underneath. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a third and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Stafford now to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you kind of circle a guy around and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball. And when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say where guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys? No more of those. So it'd be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also they have rules about where people have to be when the ball's kicked, where they have to be when the ball's caught. So to me, it's much more like a punt return than it is an actual kickoff return. So I'm eager to see if teams now take their punt returners, those nifty guys who make people miss in the open field, and make them the kickoff returners as well, because I think you can still get big plays in this area if you have the right people back there.
And he's brought down after a good gain. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Detroit. Detroit. Hot. Hot.
50. It's Darnold throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Here we go now.
Darnold on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The grab made by Curse over the middle. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. That'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Darnold from the gun. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Watching that, Barney. Blue 90.
They'll run for it with Bo Scarborough. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Bo Scarborough with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Jets are able to strike for 6. And he's got it up and through. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And an alley to run. Amir Abdullah. 30. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Detroit. Amir Abdullah. 105 yards. And the Lions are in for 6.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now the touchback's coming back to the 25 instead of the 20. When guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Jets making their way out. Last year, the impressive 3-2 start. A lot of people predicted they would go 0-16, but then after that start, they sort of collapsed. Just 2 wins after Week 5. So as we look ahead to this year, Charles, what can we expect from the Jets?
Well, I would expect them to continue to play with great effort because their head coach, Todd Bowles, demands that. But Sam Darnold, their #1 draft choice, he will be the key to their season. The faster that he plays well, the better the Jets obviously are going to be. And on defense, last in the league in pass rush last year, last in the league in sacks. They'll have to do that by committee this year and find ways to get pressure on the quarterback.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here.
All right, here we go.
They'll toss it to Crowell. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Here we go now.
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Hurry up, here we go.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he's got it complete to Anderson. 1:59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. They'll run with a rookie. It's Boston Scott. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. A'Shawn Robinson there on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now it's Darnold finding his safety valve here. That's complete. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
A first down throw, Darnold. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try and run for it with Crowell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Isaiah Crowell, his first touchdown as a New York Jet. And the Jets have made this a one-score game. Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
Detroit! Detroit!
They run. This is Scarborough. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. On now is the kicker Jason Myers for the field goal try. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. And Myers able to knock it through, and that will knock things up here late in the first half. So they boot it through, and now we're all square after 2 quarters of play.
And what's that great term you taught me? They're level, right? They got back to level. Now they get to go back in the locker room, regroup, and start over in the second half.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we reach halftime here in our first Monday Nighter of the season, as we'll check in for the first time with the newest member of our Madden family. It's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
Now a handoff to Crowell. They find some open field here. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson, 50 yards. And the Jets are going to take the lead.
And he's got to absolutely be sky high right now. The first touchdown pass in the NFL. The first of what should be many, many more. But 57 of them in 2 seasons as a starter at USC. None as sweet as that one right there for Sam Darnold. Hello, NFL. I'm here.
On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Here's Stafford now on second down. Out to the flat for Riddick. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Here's Stafford. This is Riddick on the screen. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. From the gun, here's Stafford. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's third down. The Lions on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Stafford. To the right and complete to Galladay. And he lost the football, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Now Riddick. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque.
Yeah, I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps them pick up the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones, 38 yards. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. He missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And the Jets set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They begin with a run by Corral. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On second down, Darnold. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Here's Darnold. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. After the penalty, it's Corral. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now Darnold. He's going to look deep down the field. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. And he puts it through. Now the punter, who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So here come the Lions now. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll begin here with Blunt. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Let's go. Four down. Hey, tag 50 left.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Out of the gun, Stafford. It's caught. Jones. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll go to Blunt, try and pound it in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuff from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
He'll get it up the middle. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. This Jet defense so far standing tall. They need another stop now, 3rd and goal. Now with whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal.
40 gun! 40 gun!
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen. A big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 30. 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now the punter, who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. So out now come the Lions. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
It's brought in left side by Tate. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trumaine Johnson. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
A 1st down carry now for Brown. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
To throw is Darnold. Looking middle, and that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Neil Sterling, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Myers connects on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now the punter, who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And Detroit getting set to go now. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
You ready? Lady. Hey, tag 58.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical. Spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Hey, next 2. 2 of those 3. 2.
Now Blunt. And he's got some space here. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll run again with Blunt. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
And this is incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. And now out come the Jets. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example. And now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Crowell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He was brought down by Devon Kennard.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
They'll run it again with Crowell. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
A lot of people call the toss a probing play, to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. They'll try and punch it in with Crowell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye.
Green 39! Green 39! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Crowell. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Isaiah Crowell taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. On first down, Stafford here. Over the middle, complete. It's Powell. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Stafford on first down. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Trumaine Johnson. The 30. 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Well, you start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. All right, this is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now it's Stafford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be, but we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
And, partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game, there's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season, we get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Jets, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL.